Hello student. So today I am going to discuss eliminating duplicate values from the table by using SQL command. Okay. Eliminating duplicate values from the table column means it may possible that there are many values which are same. In this respect, you can delete all the duplicate values from the column and can display the unique values on the computer screen. Okay. Now, for eliminating duplicate values from the MySQL table, we are going to use a special SQL command that is known as distinct. So we are going to use the distinct command to display unique data values of a column. Okay. So we are going to use distinct. Distinct command to eliminate the duplicate value. Okay. And this command is used with the select command of MySQL. Okay. So we are going to use this distinct command to eliminate the duplicate values from a column and just display the unique value. Okay. So the command, the SQL command for using the distinct keyword is that the query is select distinct after that give the column name after that from table name. Okay, this is the SQL for using the distinct command, that is select. You have to write the select command followed by distinct keyword. After that you give the column name, the specific column name from where you want to display the unique values. Okay, from table name, that means from which table you want to display the distinct data value of a table. Okay. Suppose I am going to take one example. Suppose the table name is student and the distinct column is grade. Okay. So for that I write select distinct grade from student. Okay. So when you write select distinct and you specify the column name as grade, there is a column name that is grade, and here I am using the column name as grade as because I am going to display the unique values of the grade field or grade column, and the grade column is present in the student table. So that's why here I specify the table name as student. So select distinct grade from student. So when you write this SQL command, this command delete all the duplicate values from the grade field and only display the unique value that has no duplicate value. Okay, so it has only display the unique values from the column name grade. So you can see the example that is present in your book, that is figure 12.25. So there you can notice there is a column or field name that is grade, and below the grade we have some unique values, that is A1, grade A1, after that null, after that B1 and A2. Okay, these values are displayed for the grade column. Okay, so this distinct command help us to delete all the duplicate values and it only display the unique values on the computer screen. Okay, now if I want to display all the data values of a particular column, so you can simply modify this SQL command. Instead of distinct, you write all. Okay, so you remove the distinct keyword from here. Instead of that, you write all. So if you write the all command in this SQL statement, then what will happen? Select all grade from student. What will happen? It will display all the rows value. That means it will not eliminate the duplicate values of the column. Instead of that, it will display all the data values that are present in this particular field or column name. Okay, so look at the figure number 12.26. There you notice it display all the grade values, that is A1, after that null, B1, again A2, again we have A1 and A1, B1. Okay, that means when you write the all keyword here in the SQL statement, what will happen? It will select all the rows for that particular column name without deleting the duplicate value. Okay. So when you use the distinct command, then the computer display the field name is grade, that is A1, after that null value, again null value, and A1, after that B1. So when you write this statement, the computer will display these data values on the computer screen, which has do not include any duplicate value. Okay, but if you write select all grade from student, you can notice all the values that are present in the particular column, that is grade. Suppose A1 null value, again null value, A1, after that B1, A1, again B1. So look at here, if you use the all command here, without eliminating the duplicate value of A1. Look at here. We have 3 A1 grade, A1, A1. Okay. So look at here. I have 3 grade belongs to A1. But if you write the distinct command, it will display only one A1 grade. Okay. It will delete all the duplicate values from the column by using the distinct column. So this is the difference between using the distinct and all command in the SQL statement. Okay. So student, we are going to use the distinct command to eliminating duplicate values for a particular column of a table data value. Okay. And if you require to display all the data values of a particular column of a table, then you can use instead of distinct, you can use the all command in the SQL statement. Okay. Now I am going to discuss another topic. Okay, that is range searching. Range searching. Range searching. That means sometimes we need to display data values within one range. Suppose I want to display total marks between 400 to 500. Okay. That means I have a table, then the name of the table is student. Okay, there are many fields or column name present, but what I want to display total marks, name of the, select the name of the those student whose total marks is in the range of 300 to 400. Okay, that means I want to delete or I want to eliminate other total marks, that may be 200, that may be 600, etc., etc. But what I want to display the total marks that is in the range of 300 to 400. Okay, so that is known as range searching. Okay, the between clause is used to search the data within the range, include the lower and upper limit in the range. So here we are going to use a special command, that is between. We are going to use the between command in the SQL statement to for range searching. Range searching, and for example, here I am going to write a SQL statement, that is select this asterisk mark, which is used to select all. This is known as all. Select all from student. Select all from the table name. The table name is student. Okay. Again use the where command here, where total marks between total marks, use the special command, that is between, for range searching, between 300 and 400. Okay, so what is the command for range searching? Here we are going to use two special command, that is where and between. Okay, the statement is, SQL statement is select all from student, and this is the table name. So I am going to select all. All means I am going to select all the data values from the table student where total marks. Now I am going to give the range searching in the total marks column. Okay, where total marks, this is the column name, and give the range searching statement by using the between command, between 300 and 400. Okay, so when you write this SQL statement, then the computer will display from the table student, and all the total marks, that is between 300 to 400. Okay, so you look at the example that is present in your book, figure number 12.27. So here you look, there are two rows selected, but when you write this statement, two rows are selected because the total marks, that is between 300 and 400. So rule number 4, there is a name Divya, and the total marks is 365. Grade and result also available there. That means select all. Select all means I want to select all the columns. I want to show all the columns of the table. Select all. That means in the student table there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns available. Okay. Select all from student means I want to select all the column names. That is the roll number, the name of the student, then the total marks and grade and the date of result. These are the column present in the student table. So that's, as I am using the select all here, the computer will display all the column values of the table student. Okay, but I am going to use the condition here. What is the condition? Where total marks between 300 to 400. That means it may possible there are many rows available, but instead of displaying all the rows value, it will display that rows value that where the total marks belongs to, total marks is between 300 to 400. It will display the data value of for that rows where the total marks is between 300 to 400. So that's why in the figure number 12.27 you can notice only two rows are selected, that is the rule number 4 and rule number 8. Okay, as because the total marks are in between 300 to 400. Okay, so this is known as range searching. Okay, now next I am going to discuss one more topic, new topic, that is pattern matching. pattern matching. Okay, so I am going to discuss about the pattern matching. So pattern matching means basically this pattern matching command is used for string value. Do you know what is string? String means collection of characters known as string. Group of characters are known as string. Your name is a string, isn't it? Okay, suppose pattern matching means there are lots of string values in a table. Now what I want, without displaying all the string value on the computer screen, I want to display those string that match some condition. Okay, for that we are using this technique that is known as pattern matching. Okay, the like predicate allow the comparison of one string value with another string value. It use two wildcard character. So for pattern matching we are going to use like predicate, or you can say like command. Okay, so we are going to use this command for pattern matching. Here we are going to use two wildcard character. Wildcard character means we are going to use some symbols, and these symbols are known as wildcard characters. Okay, one is this percentage symbol. The first wildcard character is, this is known as percentage sign. This is known as percentage sign. And the next one is underscore. Underscore sign. Okay, for pattern matching we are going to use the like command, and here for using the like command we are using two wildcard characters. Okay, so that is the percentage and another one is the underscore. Okay, so now discuss what is the difference between this percentage wildcard character and this underscore wildcard character. Okay, the percentage wildcard character allows finding a match for any string of any length, comma, including zero length. That means if you use this percentage symbol, then it will help us to finding a special character of any length matching to a particular character. Okay, and the underscore, it allows finding a match for any single character. Okay, now let us discuss both these wildcard character using a SQL command. Okay, the first one is select all from student. So student is the table name, where here I am using one more command, that is where std name. This is the column name. The column name is std name, that is student name. Student name Now you use the like command, like as percentage, or I am going to use one more SQL command, that is select all from student where student name like percentage. I am taking the example from your book, so that's why I am using R here. Okay. Okay. So what is the difference? Here I use the percentage wildcard character after the character, and here I am using the percentage symbol before the character. Let us see what is the difference. Okay, so if you use this percentage character after the character, then it will display all the rows from the table student where student name start with character S. Okay, that means when I write this SQL command, select all from student where student name like S, after that you use the percentage symbol, it will display all the rows from the table student where student name start with the character S. So for that you look at the figure from your book, that is 12.28. So there you notice 3 rows are selected and the student name that are start with the character S. Okay, now move to the next SQL statement, that is select all from student where student name like, here I am using this percentage symbol before the character R, so that it will display all the records student name ending with R. That means it will display the name of the all student whose name end with the character R. So this is the difference between using the percentage symbol after and before the character. It will display the student name that is ending with R, and it will display the student name starting with R. Okay, next, the next wildcard character, that is the underscore. So now I am going to use the underscore. Again, select all from student where student name like okay. Now here I use the underscore after the character by writing the SQL command, that is select all from student where student name like as underscore. So when you write this statement, it will display all rows having student name starting with S followed by 10 character. That means it will display the student name that is start with S character and followed by 10 characters. Okay, so for that you look at the figure number 12.29. There you notice student name, display the student name start with S and followed by 10 characters. Okay. Student, That's all for today. The next class I am going to discuss some more command of SQL. Thank you.